Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. It's always a pleasure to read for you, Saggy. Make sure you like, share, comment. All of the interaction helps to build my page. And so I'm so grateful, even for just the likes, the shares. If you comment, that's a huge plus. But if you have not, consider subscribing and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new content. Okay, Sagittarius? So thank you and welcome. Okay, today we're looking at love and life for you. And so let's get started, Saggy. I hope you're well this evening. Let's see. So what is the overall energy for you right now, Sagittarius, when it comes to love? Love for Sagittarius. What does that look like right now? The Chariot. The Chariot. Love for Sagittarius may look, and I'm hearing fast and furious. So there could be a lot of passion, a lot of charge when it comes to love. There could be a lot of sexual tension when it comes to love, or like a lot of tension being released right now with passions for you, Saggy. I almost get this energy of relentlessness when it comes to love. Like you are not taking any prisoners, Sagittarius. But let me clarify this for you, because it feels very active, very like you feel very empowered when it comes to love right now. If you are a Sagittarius that's experiencing love, you could very much be in the driver's seat when it comes to love. Like you're running the show when it comes to love, Sagittarius. But let me take a look. Why is the Chariot here for Sagittarius when it comes to love? Yeah, so I have the Knight of Swords, the Judgment, and the Seven of Swords. Lots of swords out here, lots of thinking energy. And so you could be in between, right? Not necessarily stable in love or in a relationship per se, but you could be passing through, different experiences when it comes to love, or you yourself could be changing as it pertains to the energy of love, just passing through even relationships, statuses. 1 minute you're in a relationship, the next minute you're not, or, that kind of energy. I feel like you have found a bit of freedom, Sagittarius, when it comes to love. And that may look like being open, like not having to put a certain stamp or a certain look or expectation on what you're labeling as love, right? It feels like you have come to a level of it feels like a deeper understanding when it comes to love, or a deeper revelation in some kind of way when it comes to love. Almost like you've been, or you've had some experience that actually lended to some type of enlightenment when it comes to how you're experiencing or perceiving what love is. Yeah. There could have been a time where you were very opinionated about love, and it's like, well, if it's not like this, then it's not love. Well, you've come to a place, and it feels like a bit of growth, where you are, number one, less judgmental and a little bit more open to receive love, not necessarily looking for a certain having a certain expectation or stamp on it. It feels like there is a deepening of what that looks like. That's the energy around you, right? It could be showing up in any kind of way, right? And so for you specifically, Sagittarius, when it comes to love, let's see, Sagittarius's energy specifically is the Hermit. It's the Hermit. So right now, for some of you, I feel like love for you could be taking the form of a spiritual endeavor. You could be in love with your spiritual pursuit, or there could be a level of fulfillment that you would normally get from a relationship that you're now getting right now through your spiritual connection. But it almost feels like more than just a connection. It's like going after it, right? There's this wisdom that you're receiving when it comes to love. And it feels like that's your food for love right now. The energy is a very mature energy with the Hermit, one that is a seeker, right? You could be definitely seeking different, like I said, the expectation has been taken off and you're open to experience what's there in whatever form it presents itself, right? It's a very interesting energy that I'm feeling. It's a very interesting perception that I'm getting with your energy that you're in about love. It's almost like you're open to a revelation of love. But it's different from the average experience of love. It feels very spiritual, and it feels very much like you're seeking this different experience than you've had, or than, is known even to man. This is like someone that's seeking something from spirit, like you're looking for something special. So I feel like I'm speaking to someone who is looking for something. And that thing is very much rooted in spiritual energy. Let me take a look and see what's in your heart as it pertains to love. Like, how are you feeling right now, Saggy? What's Saggy's heart right now? How are you feeling? Okay. Very hopeful. I feel like you're feeling like you're getting what you're seeking. The star talks about there's a deeper connection that's happening that keeps you satisfied. It keeps you fulfilled. There's a connection where you're being led to a source to keep you balanced, to keep you refreshed. There's nothing lacking is what you're feeling right now. Like you're getting all of your needs met. It feels like there is a personal endeavor between, you and your source. I don't feel like it's physically driven, whereas some people need a lot of physical, connection. This really does feel to me like right now you might be in a relationship with spirit. That's what it feels to me. You could consider yourself in a relationship with spirit, right? And, where some people would brag about the experiences that they had last night, right? It's like spirit could have you in your spiritual experiences, just really holding it down all night. Like you could brag on things like that, Sagittarius. This is hilarious. I love this. Did I clarify the Hermit? I don't think I did. The Hermit represented your energy that you're in, like your desires, your desire to grow closer in your spiritual walk, grow closer, intimate. And I feel like the desire is also for someone like this. Going back to the Hermit, you desire someone who is super embedded in spirituality, someone who is not even going to so much pursue you, but this person is going to be pursuing God. This person is going to be pursuing their spiritual endeavors. Like that could be like the type of thing that really interests you or even turns you on, like someone who is head over heels spiritually. It was clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, right? This is what turns you on, Sagittarius. Somebody who is very spiritual and someone who is wise, someone who is connected, and who's driven like into the wilderness after their spiritual hunger. But it's also someone who is very secure in themselves with this King of Pentacles, someone who is very balanced and someone who has good rapport among people, right? It would be someone who people talk highly of, like they have some type of status. This could be somebody that you are desiring or passionate about. This is somebody who is secure financially, someone who is healthy, right? Someone who is very much concerned about their responsibilities, right? This is heavy responsibility, heavy legacy energy. And so that could be what, when it comes to love, like whether this is you being driven like this in this energy or what you're desiring. I don't know if this is somebody that you know of already or somebody in idea, like your idea of a person who you would be passionate about. But what you're feeling is the Star. Like at this point, you are fulfilled. All of your desires and your needs are being met. I feel like there's some connection that you have with Spirit that whatever your desire is around love, Spirit has you with the Star. I'm going to clarify the Star. Why is the Star here for how Sagittarius is feeling? Now, for those of you that are in a connection already, that Hermit could be your person, right? The Hermit is a Virgo, okay? This is somebody who's super spiritual, that's deep, someone who is able to have just way out conversations. It's Virgo energy. And the Star is what we're clarifying here. Talks about how you're feeling right now. You're feeling connected and like you are being guided to what it is that you desire. There's a understanding that your request has been heard and it is being fulfilled, is what I'm hearing. Okay, that's how you feel right now. So whether or not you are in a relationship or not, you could be in a relationship and it just not really be up to par to what it is that you want it to be. This could be you asking for more from this relationship, whether it's that or whether it's you desiring a partner. Your desire, you feel like your desire is being met and is being heard and you're being led and prepared for this right now. So we have the Page of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. If you are in a connection right now, this could be one that is very young, You may not have a lot of time invested in this connection. This could be someone who is younger than you. You could be younger than them with the Page of Wands. It feels like a very young energy, or this could be like the energy of the connection is very young. Now, the Four of Pentacles is you're feeling very stable right now. I almost feel like for whoever this is, you feel very young in many ways when it comes to how you connect with people. I feel like there is a little bit of you feel like there's an immaturity that you have when you connect with people. There's still maybe a lot that you desire to learn when it comes to connections and how you connect, but you feel very stable right now within yourself, very secure. Whether you're in a relationship or not, you feel love and you feel very highly. You think very highly, or you feel, not think, because we're talking about how you feel. In your heart, you feel a sense of significance about yourself with this Four of Pentacles. It's almost like you're not given to just anybody, like you know your value. And not everybody can afford the energy that you carry, like you already know. And so that's how I feel like you're feeling right now with that star. And the sense of knowing your value, you understand too that, yeah, there's something definitely significant that's being brought, or where you're being taken here when it comes to love. Now, for some of you, if you are in a connection, you could be with someone that just spoils you. You know, they could really show you how much you mean to them and how much you're worth. They could just do all kinds of things to keep you feeling satisfied and full and cared for. Yeah, I feel like for somebody, you get spoiled. Let's see. Let's talk about what you're thinking. We talked about how you're feeling. This is how you're feeling. You feel adored and cared for. Even though you also feel like with that Page of Swords, there's still some maturing when it comes to how you connect, right? It feels very young. Nevertheless, you feel very content right now. And that's whether you're in a connection or not, right? For some of you, your connection is spirit. There is something that spirit is doing for you that's very fulfilling. And I kid you not, when I feel that energy that I was talking about the Hermit, this is like somebody's in a love affair with spirit. That's what it feels like. But what are you thinking? What goes through your mind when you think about love, Saggy? What goes through your mind? So we have the Fool. Somebody's thinking of starting something new or experience. You're thinking of having a new experience, or even just the potential of what you have to offer, or what things could be like if you had someone right now, right? This Fool is like idealistic thinking. Your idea of love would actually be very young, very spontaneous, very adventurous. I get that energy here with the Fool. And the Fool comes in as a 0. It doesn't have a number. And so the potential of the Fool is unlimited. And like I was saying with that, the Chariot and the Hermit, it's almost like your idea around love is accelerated in that there is no specific limit that you've placed on it. Like the idea of allowing, and it's almost like not putting a cap on what it could be, leaving it open and being willing to accept all the love that could come your way, that spirit is willing to bring your way, right? It almost feels like that, your idea around love. But why is the Fool here for how you're thinking about love? That's too many. Why is the Fool here, Spirit, for Sagittarius? For some of you, you give a lot of thought to what that's going to be like when you do connect with someone new. Yeah, beginning something new, like the feeling, the freshness of a new relationship, like you're giving thoughts to what that's going to be like. Now, interestingly enough, I have the Page of Cups followed by the King of Cups, right? And so the interesting thing about this combination is this is the same person, from a young child all the way to an old person. And so from the young child, it gives the idea of immaturity, of lack of experience, of timidity, and then it moves over to the King of Cups, which moves into this level of mastery. Someone who has mastered the energy of emotions and love, like just the look of him, he just looks like, right? He could probably tell you a whole book about, what love is and, the best way to experience it, right? And so you are possibly in your mind having thoughts and experiences that lend to how you feel about love. And the way that you feel about love encapsulates your whole experience, right? From when you first encountered love to, all of the lessons that you've come to know now. That's created this very interesting energy that you stand in now. There's like a whole scale of information and experience that you have at your disposal that's kind of shaped how you think about love. It's almost like going from a child and now being in a position of a full-grown adult, right? And understanding every part of that experience. There's something about that lends to how you feel, how you think, your idea about love, the importance of having that experience. I feel like part of this is saying that you can't even know what love is unless you never knew what it was, or you can't be a mature lover unless you've actually been an immature lover. There's something here about time and the maturing, the aging process, the experience of starting, and then coming to this energy of being ready to finish, And so I'm going to clarify some more. What does this time frame have to do with anything? This acceleration of time here when it comes to how Sagittarius is thinking. So the Six of Wands comes out and the Ten of Pentacles. And this is really alluding to the time of happiness. And so it's almost like you are thinking in ways that say that you've earned this, right? You didn't just wake up, and expect something so great, so beautiful, so what's the word? Because this is something that's not like the typical desire for love. This is definitely something different. And there's something about your experience, possibly as a child, the way that you experience love. And, this experience from childhood all the way to adulthood that lends to where you stand today in this time of happiness and being in this energy of feeling good about love, about who you are and what you have to offer, even about the pedestal that you sit on, how you think very highly of yourself and what you expect, like the 10 of Pentacles, this energy of building a legacy around love. It's not just about the superficial love, but this includes everybody that's connected to you. Like the way that you see love is so much bigger than just the average thought about love. This is not just a feel-good time, but this is like reaching every area of life for you, Sagittarius. And when you think about love, you think about starting something like this. Now, on the other note, this could also talk about the person, on your mind, someone who is very balanced, someone who is very much in touch with their inner child, as well as who they are right now. Someone very balanced and aware, and tapped in when it comes to love. So you're thinking a whole lot about love. I can't even explain it all, right? But you have a very interesting idea when it comes to love. It's not simple by any means. Sagittarius, you always being so... Sagittarians are known to be just out there, like they out there. For Sagittarius, it's like the difference between a simple equation and a calculus equation, right? When it could just be 1 + 5 = 6. Sagittarius goes and says, okay, 30 divided by 5, minus 0, times 1, it's this long drawn out, detailed explanation of, Sagittarius is just, they're just out there like that, ain't nothing wrong with it. That's just how it is, So when it comes to love, it's the same thing. And so when you know, right? Okay. So what is the outcome? Let's see how this turns out for you, Saggy. Hope comes out. So I do feel like where there has been any loss of hope during this journey, when it comes to love, this is all about you finding your way back to really understanding love. And of course, love is a journey that takes us through the ringer many times. Whereas we would want it to be just from A to B, sometimes it's from Z to Q to H to D, and then we got to go down into the pit for a while. Then we go, it's not as simple as we would like it to be. Nevertheless, we do end up where we're supposed to get at the end. And hope represents that. It represents possibly being taken through a ringer of some kind. Even at some point, even losing faith in love, but somehow coming back around to it, right? And sometimes coming back around to something even more interesting, more unique, more significant than what you could ever even imagine, right? But there's something in the end for someone that's being restored here. And Spirit is playing along with this. The star says Spirit has a part in this. Now it's clarified by the 6 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. That's why I said this is a restorative energy, because the 6 of Swords says that you're moving into calmer water. And so that gives me the indication that somebody has had a difficult time. Many times that is what drives us into that hermit energy. It's like, I've experienced it all. I got the t-shirt for it. Like, I don't want that. Like, I want something new. I want something that is to die for, moving into calmer waters with the 6 of Swords, being ready to work with something that's worthy of your time and your energy. There's something that's approaching. You're being taken somewhere that's going to land you into the energy that is going to be peaceful and that's going to be beneficial for you. Whatever this is, I do feel like it has been a difficult time, because the 9 of Wands is coming to a resolve of some kind, resolving inner challenges with a partner, with yourself, just in love in general. The 9 of Wands can many times be the wounded warrior waiting for somebody to come and make it right. When ain't nobody coming, you're going to have to make that right yourself. And this feels like that happens for you, Saggy. You come to a resolve within yourself, not waiting for somebody to come and do it. 3 of Pentacles, when it comes to love, there's this never-ending positivity that always surfaces, and how you're able to work through any differences, any difficulties. And so this could be, with the Pentacles coming up, the 3 of Pentacles, someone that's watching you. This could be someone that watches you work in some kind of way. This could have something to do with someone moving. You could be moving, just some simple little facts that are coming out. You could be moving closer to someone. They could be moving closer to you. You can have an opportunity to unleash some type of desires that you've been wanting to with this person, or when it comes to love, there's an unleashing of something that's been pent up and you're waiting to experience it, waiting to unleash these things. And it's beautiful things. It's inspiration when it comes to love. You'll have your opportunity, okay? And with that comes the restoral of your belief and your hope and your ideas about love. Let's see. We're going to see what messages come out for you. If somebody could say something to you when it comes to love, what would they say, Saggy? This could be people from the past. This could be your future person. This could be the person that you're with right now. This could be somebody watching you. What would they say? Okay. Ooh, Saggy. You got them going crazy, Saggy. Okay. I want you. You are desired, Saggy. Someone desires you. I hope you can forgive me one day. So this feels like something that is tied to the past. Though we walk away from connections, sometimes we're still connected, right? I've said that for each and every one of you. There's always somebody still lingering in our past that has not let us go. Somebody is desiring forgiveness from you, Saggy, when it comes to love. This could be somebody that you have had connections with, somebody who had some type of dealings with you. I know I crossed the line with you, Sagittarius. Now, on a different note, someone feels like they possibly was a distraction from your pain. Someone's still thinking about you, and they feel like the connection that you guys had, Saggy, was to distract them, was to distract you from something else. They may feel like you really didn't give them a fair chance or a fair shot because you were distracted with something else. They feel like they didn't really get a fair shot with you. I remember every detail of that day. Yeah, someone's thinking about you. Now, this is running into a different kind of energy. Just being next to you is intoxicating. I don't react when people mention you. And I'm starting to understand our connection, okay? All right, so take those as they come in, Sagittarius. Lastly, I do want to see if Spirit has any advice for you. Any advice for Sagittarius when it comes to love? This unique love. Seven of Cups is coming out. Now, when it comes to love, Spirit is saying be careful. That Seven of Cups is a doozy. Seven of Cups means that choices for you means life or death, right? Seven of Cups could actually, when it comes to love, mean you are giving over to like indulging into your fantasies. But there's a price to pay for that. When we talk about the Seven of Cups, we're talking about a heavier weight of choosing. This is not just you looking like, ooh, she want me, she want me. Okay, he want me. Who do I want? You know, this is not that. This is understanding the weight of your choices, right? And understanding what you're choosing. Like this is understanding why you're choosing what you're choosing, Sagittarius, right? This is soul work. When we talk about the Seven of Cups, this is you doing soul work, investigating your thought process, your choice, your picker, right? Why are you choosing the same person over and over, just with a different face? But it has this, he has the same energy, the same attitude, the same habits and struggles. There's something to be said there, right? So this is looking deeper at the choosing process. Spirit is saying, be careful, right, with your choices for someone here. The Queen of Cups is coming out too. I feel like with the Queen of Cups coming out upright, this is Spirit letting you know, Sagittarius, that there is a lot of something that you have to offer, not to be stingy with it. Like there's possibly energy, there's something that you've been given that people need. And that's why you've been given it, right? I'm talking to a Sagittarius that is probably very useful in many ways, okay? You probably have a very generous disposition about you. And even with that, Spirit would also say not to overgive, but not to forget about yourself, but to make sure that you're doing and loving on yourself as well, even as you're giving, okay? And not to lose yourself. in any connection, right? Okay. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you for stopping by. It has been a pleasure. Good luck. I like this energy. Personally, I do. Okay. And so let me know if you have any questions. This was for you, Sagittarius. And of course, it was a general read, so it may not resonate with everybody. I feel like this was a real unique reading. Like it may resonate for two, maybe one or two very unique Sagittarians, maybe more, right? Maybe we all vibing on that level. But this is for you. But if you're looking for a personal read, you can hit me up by email, LettiSpeak@gmail.com, or you can actually go over to my calendar and just schedule there as well. Okay. Either way, hit the like button, comment, share. If you have not subscribed, let me know how it resonates. Okay. And I'll see you next time, Saggy. Thanks for stopping by. Blood Moon Oracle here.